Hello, my name is Second814, and this is my review of Halloween. Yes, the newest one. Yes, the newest Halloween. One of the newest entry in the classic slasher movie franchise. So before I begin, in full confession here, I have actually never seen the original Halloween. So, you're going. Well, for those of you who are diehard fans of the series, I do apologize if I get a few things, if I get some things wrong. So, this is basically the first Halloween I've seen, and so bear with me here. So, starting the review out, did I enjoy this movie? Yes, I did. I actually did enjoy my time with it. I thought it has a few flaws here and there, minor, but overall, I did enjoy this. So, basically, with this film, those of you who are fans of the franchise, basically, this film basically ignores everything after the Halloween, the original Halloween, Halloween 2, and anything other that didn't happen. This is basically the new Halloween 2. So basically, this movie takes place is 40 years after the original. And basically, Michael Myers has essentially been in an institution all this time. Well, Laurie Strode has excuse me, Ode has basically been he sorry. Ode has basically he isolated herself from society and now lives out in the woods. So essentially, like I said, this one takes place 40 years after the original. And basically, Michael Myers has been in an institution all this institution and is being transferred, and then he escapes. And of course now she goes on a killing spree. And Laurie Strode, Everson, basically, ever since she survived that night, in the original Halloween, and she's basically been training to and preparing to kill Michael. But anyway, yeah, Michael escapes and he goes on a killing spree. So, I'm going to have to admit the slashing in this movie is a little odd. And what's weird odd about it is that the deaths we see are on screen are a little inconsistent. And originally I was thinking that they're only showing the important deaths on the screen, but no, not really. I mean, I guess you could say that they important deaths, but the thing is, there are some deaths or kills, I should say, that take place off screen. Like there's one part where he's on the block and he goes into somebody's house with a hammer and beats a woman to death off screen. There's another and I mean and the problem I have with that is that well, actually no, you know what? Think about back, they're not all important kills I show on screen. Well, I should say important, but because I mean this is a slasher movie, but what's weird is like there's the hammers or beating scene you described, and I was about and then there's and then there's another one, or just kind of random kill where we see him come up behind a woman in her house basically stab her through the throat. And then there's other scenes where we have characters like an actual babysitter and whose boyfriend comes over, because of course, where the kills we see, he, where the kills we see, where we don't actually see them get killed on screen. We see Michael attack them on screen, but we don't actually see him carry out the kill. We only see the aftermath. And my problem with that is that basically it's a slasher movie, really, and I think it's actually better just to show the kills on the screen. Because like the two earlier kills I described, the beating and then the one where he beats the woman to death with a hammer, and the other one where he stabs a woman in the throat. No, those are also. Well, those are just kind of. Those I think. I mean, sorry, lost my train of thought. But anyways, I was about to say, even though those are kind of basically just kills for the sake of being there because it's a slasher movie, not showing certain kills on screen. I mean, I just think it's odd. If you're gonna have a slasher movie, you show all the kills on screen. It's like, okay, he did this, but we don't get to see it. Like there's two kills early on with two investigative journalists is at a gas station. The first one when he's at this gas station, but what he does is he kills the attendants off screen. We don't even see him the implication of it. Excuse me. But then he corners the two attendants in a bathroom. Invested journalists in a bathroom, and one we see him basically the guy basically see him bash the guy's head into the wall until the guy basically slips into unconsciousness, and then a woman we see him essentially strangle to death. We see those kills on screen, but others like off screen, we see him because I don't know. I think for me personally, it just takes away from the whole feeling of it being a slasher movie, because like if you're gonna go, like I said, if you're gonna have a slasher movie, go all out and show all kills on screen. They don't all have to be brutal and bloody. They don't all have to be masterpieces of murder, but they can be quick, but just you know, go all out. Now, let us see every kill. It is a slasher movie. But I'm getting ahead. And I'm rambling on. So, getting back to the plot. Okay, sorry about that. But as I was saying, getting back to the plot. And basically, yes, this takes place on Halloween night. And so it's 30 years later, and essentially, Laurie, once Mike escapes, Laurie Strode basically tracks him down and tries to kill him. And of course, we also have the teenager and basically either having a dance, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So basically, one of the things I found interesting about this movie is the fact that one of the main plot points is a relationship between him and Laurie Strode, her daughter, and her granddaughter. Now, of course, there's obviously, and of course, is the relationship between Laurie Strode and her daughter is obviously strained. And because, well, I mean, Laurie Strode is basically, everybody basically thinks, right now, thinks Laurie Strode is sort of a basket case. Because she basically lives away from everybody on what is essentially a compound. Pound in the woods. I mean, yeah, it's not really much of a compound. It's only really one building, but I mean, it's big. But still, it is essentially a compound. Now, so anyway, his movie is excuse me. So anyway, it's basically I think the interesting thing about the relationship between the three women here, in grandmother and mother and daughter, is that the daughter and the grandmother actually have a better relationship than the mother and the mother and Laurie Strode. Hold on, I'm sorry, I don't remember the mother's name. So, but anyways, his movie is so anyway. And the interesting thing is that Laurie Strode is well, I shouldn't really say she's no longer her scared persona, because I don't really know what. Because once again, I've never seen the original. I mean, I do know that in the original, her character, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, was known as a Scream Queen, or the Scream Queen. But once again, I've never seen it. So yeah, so, and getting on that point, there's actually not a lot of that in this movie. There's no major screaming, or there's no major or scream major or there's no major scream moments in this movie. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, there are the typical woman screaming when they see Michael Myers, but other than that, I mean, other than that, there's no real there's no real actual screaming. So yeah, there's no more Scream Queen. Moving right along. So basically, in this movie, Laurie Strode's whole goal is to kill Michael Myers. Now, basically, she does end up doing that, or at least it's implied that she did. And at the end, in the movie's climax, when after Max, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so obviously Michael Myers goes on a killing spree. They have to evacuate the high school Halloween dance and all that. And yes, there is a relation. Is the whole boy. If the teenage daughter does have a boyfriend, but it's not that really important. So, anyways, it's basically they evacuate the Halloween dance, and basically, Allison is picked up by a police officer who is basically the same police officer who was there from the original, which does lead me to what I think is one of the more unnecessary parts of this movie. So, in the movie, the Michael psychologist. No, it's not Dr. Loomis. It's another guy. Michael was I should say psychologist, but was doctor. Is riding along with the cop to catch Michael. Oh, and so obviously he doesn't want the police officer to kill Michael because he's property of state. And basically to that, I just say fuck you, because obviously the police officer is clearly one of the smart ones because he understands that Michael is too damn dangerous to be kept alive. But anyway, yeah, I'm rambling now. But so anyways, there's a part where after they pick up the daughter, they they go in, they see Michael Myers, and basically the police officer runs over him with his truck. And he gets it, and he and the police officer get out to see if he's dead. And this is the unnecessary moment, and I think because earlier we see that here we hear the doctor goes into this monologue about how he wants to know what drives Michael Myers, how he is, and he wonders what Michael Myers, how it feels like to Michael Myers just to kill, and this leads to a moment where the doctor produces a stab. He uses a bladed weapon from pen and all of a sudden stabs the police officer in the throat and basically kills him. Which I think personally was a bit unnecessary, Harry, because honestly, yeah, I get why they did it, but it was kind of, I just think it was a kind of stupid, because then as he basically wanted to know what it was like, I had to kill which basically indicates he's spending too much time around Michael, studying Michael Myers. But anyways, yeah. I just think that was kind of an unnecessary moment. And so, we're moving right along. And not to mention he gets killed by Michael Myers when Michael Myers basically he stomps on and crushes his head. And the final showdown in the compound, Laurie Strode, we basically see that she's got her house. I should stop calling it a compound, but her house is big. She's basically got her house on lockdown. It is high security just in case Michael ever comes by. But basically, during the final confrontation, they pull a classic scene from the original, and I do know because I have seen it online, where in the classic scene in the original, where at the end of the original, we see Michael once lying in the yard, and the camera turns away, and then when the camera turns back, he's gone. And so they do pull that. It's not the final one because basically Michael knocks Laurie Strode out a window when she falls onto the ground, and basically with that they pull they pull that with her as she gets up, and eventually they basically trap Michael Myers in the basement and set the house on fire. They're kind of like in Halloween 2, but it just basically they sit trapped in the basement, turn the gas on, set the house on fire. Now, as the movie it does end with the implication that they may have killed Michael. But what I thought was kind of interesting about the ending is in the final climactic fight with Michael Myers, the daughter, her name is Allison. Yes, I actually do remember her name. Grabs the knife that he was using and basically uses it to stab Michael Myers to stop him from trying to drag her mother into the basement. And at the end, when all the women have basically been picked up on the road, being driven away from the house by a truck, it's never really shown who's driving, but at the end, it shows them all resting in the back, but yet Allison has that blank look on her face, and she's still holding the bloody knife. Which I should say, could mention that Allison goes to signal for help, with help on the road. Oh, we're still clutching the knife, which I think if I saw that, I would be a little reluctant to pick somebody, pick up anybody who's holding a bloody knife. But anyways, yeah. So I thought that was something interesting. Now, whether or not that leads to anything, I can't say. Hey, I have honestly never seen basically any of the Halloween movies until this one, so I don't really know. So I don't know what really happens in any of them. So anyways, yeah. Uh, and however, of course, there's at the end of the credits, it's basically you hear heavy breathing, right? Like that. So, yeah. And it does imply that Michael Myers is still alive because let's face it, evil never truly dies, and that's basically what Michael Myers is. He's evil. Well, he is the evil. He is basically an evil, monstrous killer, and the villain of a classic slasher movie franchise. So yeah. So there's that. That. So that was basically Halloween, and I did skip over some things. I did skip over kills, because basically, there's and I could describe them all, but there's no real. But it's basically a slasher movie, so I might if it was from. No, not Franklin. Not an Elm Street remake. I might actually do that, but I would say I really don't think describing all the kills is necessary. Harry. So yeah, that's basically Halloween. And before I give the final rating, I will say a thing that I did enjoy the new Halloween theme song. Um, I actually did listen to the original Halloween theme song before I watched it. I saw this movie, and I have to say I do enjoy the new one too. No, no, no. So, anyways, it is yeah, and that's Halloween. Now, obviously, the flaws, uh, as I talked about how it was kind of inconsistent how they showed certain kills, not others. I would say I wanted to say they showed all the important kills, but that's not really true. They didn't show. Sorry about that. But anyway, they didn't show all the kills. It was like this, and I think that it was inconsistent because, once again, it's a slasher movie, so I just like I said, if you're gonna have to do a slasher movie, go all out, show us all the kills on the screen. So yeah, ah, other flaw as obvious, there is a there's no real there's no sex scenes in this one. Thank God. There is a there is the classic typical cringe-worthy teenager stuff. But in a movie about teens, that's always going to be there. And at least this one, but at least, uh, 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 I mean, at least this one. There's no actual. There's no. Well, I shouldn't say that there's no nudity. There is slight nudity. Nudity in the beginning. Movie in the movie where it basically shows a was a scene where Michael killing his sister. But other than that, there's no actual sex scenes in the movie. Movie. So yeah, there's just movie. There is a movie. There's basically the baby scene where we see something where we see the teens kissing on the couch, but that's basically it. Yeah. So well, anyway. So yeah, that's Halloween. And so well, my final verdict for Halloween for this movie is an 8 out of 10. And it has the flaws at the back, but overall it's definitely a great movie. So movie. And would I recommend going to see this movie? Yes, I would. I would definitely recommend going to see this movie. Movie. Yeah, I definitely it must for slasher fans and fans of the original. And I know and once again, if I got anything wrong, I apologize because, as like I said in the beginning, I have never seen the original Halloween. This is basically the first Halloween movie I have ever seen. And so, this was basically just my. So I wasn't trying to compare it to the original. Well, this was just how I saw it. You could call me a Halloween rookie. But so yeah, this review was basically the view of this movie by a Halloween franchise as rookie. So yeah, Halloween 8 out of in 2018, an 8 out of 10. Go see it. And well, that about wraps up for this video. My name is Reelwind814. Thank you so much for watching. May the wind always be at your back. See you next time.